Tonight, we drift back to a quieter America. Long before smartphones, before highways hummed with endless traffic, there were only waves, wind, and a solitary light guiding ships through the darkness. This is the slow story of a lighthouse keeper on the remote coast of the United States. On the far northeastern coast, where the Atlantic Ocean meets jagged rock, stands a lonely lighthouse. The year is 1872. The air smells of salt, and the cries of seabirds echo endlessly. A man named Thomas Hale arrives to begin his new life. He is not a hero, not a soldier, just a quiet man seeking peace. The lighthouse is his responsibility now. Every night he must keep the light burning. Each morning begins the same. Before sunrise, Thomas climbs the spiral stairs, step by step, slowly, carefully. At the top, he cleans the glass lens. Every speck of dust matters, because one dim light could mean disaster for ships far away. He trims the wick, fills the oil, checks the flame. It is simple work, but it must be done perfectly. Some days the sea is calm, but most days the wind howls like a living thing. Storm clouds roll in, heavy and dark. Rain crashes against the tower. Inside, Thomas listens. The lighthouse shakes, but it stands. And still, the light must burn. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months. Thomas rarely sees another person. No neighbors, no town, only the sea. Sometimes he writes letters, but they take weeks to arrive. Loneliness becomes familiar, not painful, just quiet. At night, he watches the horizon. Tiny lights appear, ships passing by, sailors trusting the lighthouse. They never see him, but he sees them, and that is enough. Then come the foggy nights. Thick, white, endless fog. The world disappears. Even the ocean vanishes. Thomas rings the fog bell, slowly, again and again, so ships can hear what they cannot see. Winter arrives. Snow covers everything. The wind becomes sharper, colder. The sea turns gray and unforgiving. Inside the lighthouse, Thomas wraps himself in wool blankets and continues his routine. The light never stops. Years pass quietly. Nothing dramatic happens. No great battles, no grand adventures, just small moments. A sunrise, a calm sea, a ship passing safely, and a man doing his duty. One day, a supply boat arrives. A young sailor steps onto the shore. For a moment, Thomas remembers what conversation feels like. They speak, briefly, about weather, about the sea, nothing important, but somehow everything important. Then the boat leaves, and silence returns. As the years go on, Thomas grows older, slower. But every night he climbs the stairs, lights the lamp, and watches over the sea. Because somewhere, in the darkness, a ship is always waiting for that small, steady light. And so the lighthouse stands, unmoving, unchanging, through storms, through time, through silence. And though the world moves faster, louder, there is something peaceful,
about a life lived slowly. One small task done every day with quiet care. Good night.